Hello guys, my name is Victoria Pavlov. I'm the Photoshop artist. Welcome to my studio. How are you this morning? So good to be back to my Monday Illustrator. So guys, what we will be doing today? Today we will talk about Freeform Gradient. You asked me about this a lot. So guys, today is your day. It will be a very short stream, but I hope you will like it. So guys, let's start. First of all, let me rearrange my comment windows. Hello, Andre. How are you? So good to see you here. I rearrange my windows to see all your beautiful comments, just like that. Now I will switch to my desktop camera, just like this. And voila! Now you are able to see my monitor. So, as you can see, I have opened Adobe Illustrator, and of course, guys, you can create your document in any size you like. We talked about how you can create your new document in Adobe Illustrator in our previous streams. So, now I have only one layer. It doesn't matter in our case for now. And what we will be doing, we will use, yes, guys, curvature tool to start working on our project. By the way, we will be working on creating this beautiful apple. As you can see, this apple has a lot of different shapes, highlights, and colors, and we will implement all of this in our design today. You can use a real apple, or you can use your imagination, or you can use any reference image you like. So I will be using my curvature tool, and using this tool I will create this simple apple. Just look at this. And of course, guys, we talk about this as well. Working with curvature tool is pure joy, because we can adjust anything at any time. So you don't have to be worried about how you will create perfect shape in one try. It's impossible. Hello, Monica. Welcome. So as you can see, I have created this simple shape, and this apple is not good looking apple. So how I can adjust my shape after I closed it? Because I'm using curvature tool, I will not switch to any other tool. Using same curvature tool, I will click example on this curvature point, and I will drag it in a point I like that, just like this. Same with all other points. If I would like to adjust any of them, I can click on it. When I will click on some particular point, I will highlight it, and when this curvature point is highlighted, I can drag it out, in, or I can delete it as well, but I will not delete it in this example. So this is my simple apple, simple shape. Of course, guys, you can tweak it, you can create a more beautiful apple. It's up to you. And what I would like to do, I would like to specify that I don't need stroke in my shape. And because we are talking about freeform gradient, we will apply freeform gradient to our apple. I will click on a gradient tool, just like that, gradient fill. And in gradient menu, I will specify that, Illustrator, I would like to use freeform gradient. So I will click on freeform gradient, just like that. And as you can see, Illustrator creates a gradient point for me. Hello, Neural is sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. We can specify what freeform gradient type we want to use. We want to use points, or we want to use lines. Guys, it's up to you. We will start with a point, just like that. And I will click on this gradient point, and I will ask Illustrator, Illustrator, I want to use example this green color. Maybe it's too bright for me. So what I will do, I will use this gradient color instead. This green color instead. It's bright green color. Maybe you will. Hello, Renee. How are you this morning? Again, guys, you can use any color you like. It's up to you. It's your creation. It's your art. So this gradient point, and I will add this color to my swatches because I will need this color later on. So I will click on this plus icon in swatches panel, and I can rename my swatch, but today I will just click OK. And as you can see, I have my swatch, my color in my swatches panel, just like that. Now I will click at any other place to add another gradient point, and I would like to use you know what, I would like to use darker shade of same color. Why I'm using color picker, guys? Because it's easier for you for now. We are talking about how to get started with Adobe Illustrator. I'm good, Renee, thank you. And I will use darker color for my bottom gradient point, just like that. Guys, you notice that I applied a specific color to gradient point, but it doesn't mean I cannot reposition my gradient point, and it doesn't mean I cannot adjust my freeform gradient point. I can do it at any time. So I will click on it. I can make it bigger or smaller. It's up to you. And definitely, guys, I can reposition it in a way I like. I will reposition it somewhere in the bottom. Using, I will create another gradient point just like that. And I will use same color I use for bottom gradient. How I can use a same color? First of all, yes, guys, we can add it to swatches. But if you forgot to add it to the to your swatches, simply click on it. Click on color picker in your gradient panel and position to this place, just like that. And again, guys, you can reposition it at any place you want. What I would like to move it somewhere to the edge of my apple, just like that. And I will change this gradient point maybe to a little bit darker. As you can see, guys, you can do anything you like. Now, this apple looks like very flat, a very 2D illustration. If you're happy with it, it's up to you. You can add a few highlights and you're done. But today we talk about how we can create more realistic looking apple. So I will add another gradient, a gradient stop, just like that. I will move it somewhere at the top of my apple, and I will add another stop. Guys, nothing is wrong to changing color of your highlighted color stop at gradient stop multiple times. It's up to you. You can nothing. We don't have rules in here. You can tweak your design as many times as you like. Again, guys, everything is up to you. It's your art, it's your design. So this is a few highlights, a few shadows, and definitely we need to continue working on it. What I would like to do, I would like to add a few highlights to my design. I will create a new point, gradient point, just like that, and I will use lighter color for that, lighter shade of green color, maybe something like this. Look at this. Now we have completely different story. Now we can see, we can preview kind of 3D shape in our apple. If you like, you can click on your stop and you can move it in a way you like I did right now, and also with this one. Because I created highlighted point, I would like to make freeform gradient point next to it a little bit darker. So I will click on it and I will maybe let's do, and I will use a darker color for that, just like that. And look at this. Now we have 3D shape in our apple, and I like it a lot. Guys, I'm looking periodically on this monitor because here I have all your comments. Let's continue working on our apple. I will click on around here to create another stop, and I will use a darker shade, just like that, maybe a little bit lighter. Same with this. As you notice, guys, I'm tweaking my points along with progressing in my shape. As I said, nothing is wrong about this, guys. And keep in mind, I don't want to keep you here longer than it's supposed to be, so you can do better job. Now we have 3D illusion, and yes, I believe it's on your end. I can preview my stream. Yes. Great, Andrea. So now I will create a new point above my shadow, just like that, and I will use lighter shade of my green color. Let's see, even you can use a splash of different colors. Guys, it's up to you. So we have green apple, yes. But our apple, as you can see, reflects everything around it. So we need to add a few splashes of different colors to our apple. First of all, I would like to add a splash of a bright green color. Let's see, maybe something like this. It's too dark. Just something like this. And now I will add a few splashes of different color. How? Same way, guys. I will use points to create a gradient of points to create a few splashes of different colors. So I will click around here, and I will use maybe, let's see, yellow color if I like it. Yes, I like this yellow color in my apple, but for my taste it's too harsh, it's too bright. How can I smooth it out? How can I make it more yellow color? How can I make a yellow color native to my green color? It's easy. As you can see in my gradient panel, I have 3 dots. Open the gradient a pop-up. I will click on it, and here I have a opacity slider. I will click on it, and I will switch opacity value to 60, and look at this. Now I have a splash of yellow color. Same in here. I will create a new point in here, and Illustrator remembers that I used a yellow color, and Illustrator will apply yellow color to this point. But again, I would like to bring down opacity of my yellow point. I will do opacity about 70%. So what I can do now, I can continue working on my points. I can tweak it as many times as I like. Maybe something like this. You can create as many points as you like, as long as you're happy with your apple. Just like this. Guys, how about lines? Can we create a lines freeform gradient? Yes, and Andrea, we can create gradient lines freeform gradient. I will click on it, and I will click somewhere here to start my gradient line gradient. Let me point it somewhere, just like this. 1, 2, and 3. Can I change color for my gradient? Guys, of course, I will highlight a gradient point I would like to adjust, and I will change a color of each of them. Maybe something brighter, just like that. Now I will click on this one, and I will use the same color in this one, Just like this. Look at this, guys. Now we have a real looking apple. I love this apple. It's a nice apple. And again, guys, you can continue working on your apple. You can switch between different type of freeform gradient and everything like that. But we don't have a lot of time to do so. So I'm happy, kind of happy with this apple. I will move it down. I will lock this layer. Guys, remember, yes, we can create different parts of our subject using same layer. Example, if you will click and expand this arrow icon in your layers panel, you will see that we have different sub layers in our layer. I will explain in this way. It's easier to understand for you if you just started with Illustrator. Example, yes, let's do this. I will lock this layer. I will switch back to my curvature tool, and I will create my apple stem just like that. Again, guys, it's up to you. You can use any tool you like. But freeform gradient is freeform gradient and curvature tool is easier for beginners to understand. And yes, I will use maybe a darker shade of a brown color to fill my shape. Now, yes, we have this shape. You can tweak it using using a curvature tool as usual, but you can use again freeform gradient. I will click on a gradient and I will specify that yes, I would like to use a freeform gradient, and Illustrator creates 2 points right away for me. No, Monica, I don't like verbs. So I will create, Illustrator creates 2 points for me. I will click on bottom point and I will ask Illustrator to fill this point with dark brown color, just like that. I will do same with, I will switch to points. I will do same with top gradient. And now, guys, I will create a point gradient to add a few highlights, just like this. And look at this. And of course, I can reposition it at any place I like. Example, just like this. So, guys, this is how easy you can create illustration in Adobe Illustrator using freeform gradient. Again, guys, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's important to keep in mind that you can use you can create as many gradient points as you like. You can switch between different types of freeform gradient between, let me show to you, between, let me highlight this. You can switch between points and lines gradient, freeform gradients. Also, guys, do not forget that you can change opacity of individual points as well. All of this very helpful in your vector drawing. So, guys, this is what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you liked it. I hope you understood. Now it's more clear for you how you can use a freeform gradient in Illustrator. It's amazing tool. It's amazing feature. I love this feature. Using freeform gradient, you can create seamless transition between many colors. If you want to learn more how you can use freeform gradient in advanced mode, let me know, and definitely live stream if you will create anything. As always, share with me. Share your creation on Twitter or Instagram and tag me in your creation. I cannot wait to see what you will create. Again, guys, topic, or you want to talk about some specific topic, just let me know. I will gladly do it for you. Thank you for all your support. Super appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Create. Don't forget, create every day. Create something and you will be much